Alright guys, dark web. Dark web, what is the dark web? Dark web are sites that are not indexed using regular search engines. What does this mean? You can't use the regular search engines to access these sites. By the regular search engines, I'm meaning things like Firefox, I'm meaning Google Chrome, I'm meaning Safari, I'm meaning Edge. So these sites you can't access using your common browsers and the regular search engines to access them. So how do we access the dark web? Let me get rid of this. So to access the dark web, we'll be using something known as onion routing. Onion routing. What's onion routing? Onion routing is, consider a mailing situation whereby you'll send your email directly to a person, but with onion routing applied to mailing, for example, what happens? You'll send to person A will have to send to person B will send to person C. After that, then it will reach the final destination. That's onion routing. And how do we access onion routing? We do it using something known as the Tor browser. Tor browser. This is what we use to access onion routing. And the other thing that we'll be using to access the dark web is the VPN. A VPN is a virtual private network. This will ensure security for your site. Basically, it's all geared towards anonymity. Why are we using all these things? So that we can stay anonymous online. In short, privacy. So this is the aim for all this. Now, I think we can go forward and access the dark web. And before we do it, allow me please to show you something for a minute. At Nairobi Hacker, we develop security systems. Below the video, you'll find a link to get our one in all extension that ensures your security online. It will be giving you tips on how to stay secure online. I think that's all from Nairobi Hacker. Access it only for $10 a month. You'll get security online while you're browsing. Back to the dark web. Now, let's go access the dark web. Now, let's access the dark web. So we said we'll be using number one, the Tor browser. Number two, we will be needing a VPN. So let's go ahead. For the Tor browser, I have it here. I'm using Linux. You come here and say Tor. So this is the Tor browser. Let it load. Takes a bit of time. You see, establishing a connection. Now this is tying you to the Tor network. After you have our Tor browser, the next thing we need is a VPN. So on my system, I have installed, there is something known as Windscribe. Here we go, just a minute. We go to Windscribe. Let me turn it on. So this one will give me another location. Like now it shows that I'm in Amsterdam. Now basically with these two, with the Tor browser and Windscribe, it means I'm already secure, basically. I'm not browsing normally. Now, let's access the dark web. To access the dark web, it's not like, for example, going and saying facebook.com. You can do that using Tor, but to get to the hidden hidden sites which are not indexed in the common search engines, we'll need links. I had prepared one here. Let me open my VS Code. I had one here. Okay, I think I'll also share this link with you guys so that you can also access. Copy. So here we go. Another thing, Tor is a bit slow because the communication is passing through multiple nodes before it gets to you. So that's why you'll see a bit of lagging. That's the cause. And then also the VPN also adds to it. Be patient a bit, we'll have it all. Let me come back here, remove this. Let's say We say that Tor is for the onion routing, and the VPN is to hide your IP address, from who specifically? From number one, trackers, number two, your ISP, anybody that might be looking into your communication, anybody trying to look into your communication. Now let's go back to Tor, see if it has loaded the dark web. Yep, here we go. So over here we are trying to access the dark web. Still we haven't accessed the dark web, but from here we'll find ways to access. So there are multiple way of accessing it. Let me go down. We have Onionland search. So these are search engines basically for the dark web. The way there is Google, now these are the search engines. You have something like Onionland search, we have Torch, we have AHMIA, so GDARC. All these will give you links to the dark web. I think let's pick one. Let's go with the first one and see what you can get from there. Let it load. So we've said you must, have Tor to access the dark web. The dark/web. There are search engines with deep or dark links. Okay, let's go back. Still loading. It's taking a bit of time. Let me go to the second one. Let's try Torch. We are doing this live, so this is what it takes sometimes to access the dark web, but here it's coming. Now, if you can see this almost like Google, you can change Torch to Google, but this is, so basically now we are in the dark web. You can see the ads are coming here. All these now are sites in the dark web. All these are sites in the dark web. Thinking I'll have a series where we'll be discussing each and every of these things, the advantage. Okay, not all of it is illegal, not all of them are scams, but majority of them are. So I think we'll be discussing these things. You can see we have marketplaces here, we have links, deep market. I think let's see the market so that we can say we visited a site, our first site. So this is our first site in the deep web. Here we go. Still give it a bit of time. Okay, click to continue. We are being redirected. We are being redirected. So you can see this is a market in the deep web. See, they are selling cards. We'll discuss all this with time. We'll discuss all this. So thank you for being with us today. One thing before I go, I think let's try access this using Google. Remember we said these websites are not indexed by the regular search engines. So I'll go to Chrome, paste it. Let's see what you get. This site can't be reached because it's not indexed by the regular search engines. So you can try it also in Chrome. Let me come here and go. Still we can't. So thank you guys. We'll continue the discussion, and remember, Nairobi Hacker. Nairobi Hacker. Here you go. Nairobi Hacker. $10 per month, Nairobi Hacker. Thank you.